a new place.
Okay, where is in the Lantau Island?
Yes, it's just the next village. It's not very far away from the old place.
Okay,
It's just 2 minutes on a bus.
okay,
But it's
understand.
just been a very tiring 2 weeks, basically.
Hmm.
We started 2 weeks ago,
Hmm.
moving things with a bit of help from people in their cars,
Okay.
and then we did the main move last Friday,
Hmm.
and then we had 3 days
Hmm.
staying in our old house with no furniture and nothing, basically.
Okay.
Nothing in, no cookers and anything like that. We had 3 days of just all of us sleeping on one bed that we left there, and no sofa, nothing, just sort of sitting on the floor for a few days,
Okay.
which was a bit difficult. But and then we moved in on Monday because Monday was the 1st of July,
Hmm.
and that was the day we planned to move. My wife checked with her family
Hmm.
what is a good day to move, and they said that that was the auspicious day. Do you know, like Chinese people have it's just the same as what Chinese people have like a good day to move or a good day to do something. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, but Muslim also have this. Muslim, your wife is Muslim,
Yes.
really?
Yeah, I think probably most Asian countries have pay attention to different dates. You know,
Yes.
not just about moving, just generally. For example, maybe a good day to get married or something like that, right?
Yes.
Just like I'm sure when you got married, you consulted somebody to check if that day is a good day. Is that right?
Yes, in Asia traditions, we have this custom. We have this custom.
Yeah,
We will check the calendars and to
that's right.
see. But for Muslims, I think Muslim uh, is something like Christian, uh, Roman Catholics, Christian Protestant and Orthodox and also Muslim, they believe the God, yeah. But maybe for in the Southeast Asia Muslim difference, I think. Yeah. I mean
I'm not sure that it's
in
really about.
Christian
I don't think it's really about the. Personally, I don't think it's really about the religious thing. I think it's
mm,
more an Asian thing.
Asian things, understand. Yes. And
Also,
you
I don't think it's true to say that Muslims are like Christians. I think
mm,
that's very far from the truth.
very far, yes, very far. Okay. But
I mean, I think
but
I don't think it's true to say Muslims are like Christians. I think Muslims are very different to Christians.
I think it's, in Christian's point of view, we believe the same God. We don't. They don't believe Jesus Christ only. They also believe the God. Yeah, we believe the same God, but they don't believe Jesus Christ. But maybe in 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 Christian points of view, maybe in Muslim point of view, they have difference. They say difference.
Well, yeah, I'm not sure, but I think Muslims do believe in Jesus.
But they don't think Jesus is God. We believe Jesus is God. They think Jesus Christ is a very respectful person, respectful great person, but they don't believe Jesus Christ is God. Difference, yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
They believe Jesus Christ, but they think Jesus Christ is a very great leader. Is a great leader only. Jesus Christ is not a God. But for Christian same thing. The God is the God. The Godfather is the God, and Jesus Christ is the Son of the God. So Jesus Christ is also the God. Yeah, we have difference. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Why do you move the house? You bigger. You need bigger house, bigger place.
no,
Mm,
no,
mm,
we've actually moved into a smaller place.
mm,
Not it's a bit sad for us because normally we would like to move up in the world, but actually we're moving backwards because we can't afford the rent in our old place. It's just ridiculous that I spent so much of my salary. Most of my salary was spent paying rent. It's just too much. So
how much the rent? How much the rent?
17,000 in yeah.
Last house, your last house, 17,000.
And this one is 9,000.
9,000. Oh, right. Better. 9,000 is better.
So it's been a bit difficult for us because we've moved from a house with 2 floors into a flat, which is just a ground floor flat. So obviously it's smaller and we don't have so much space. So it's been quite difficult to fit all our furniture and our stuff. And actually until this morning, my office was basically piled up with boxes in here. And this morning was the first time that I had a chance to really, in the last week, we've just been trying to organize the living room and our bedrooms and try to make space for us to live. But I haven't been able to do my work in this room. This is the first day that I've actually managed to clear my desk. Before I had piles of paperwork on my desk. You can see behind me, I just this morning started to put things on shelves, and I also have shelves on that side all covered in things, and I have boxes of books all around me. Basically, I'm trying to reduce my paperwork and reduce my books and things like that, and throw some stuff away, but it's been quite difficult. But yeah, we're getting there. Yeah.
And how about the traffic? Is this near to the traffic port or Is this near? Any convenience? Do you feel convenience in this new flat to your?
It's not much difference. It's not much difference. Like I said, it's only 2 minutes on the bus.
Okay, that's good.
It's no different, really. We are a little bit up the hill here, so you just have to walk down the hill to the bus stop, whereas before we walked along a flat path to the bus stop, and the distance is not much difference. I have to leave my house 5 minutes earlier to get the same bus. Basically, so it's not a big difference. That's not really what it's about. It's about making it better for our future.
Okay.
Because we were struggling with money and in a difficult situation with money, so we just decided. Actually, we should have done this 5 years ago. Really, if we had done this 5 years ago, we would be in a much better position now. But we just, I kept holding on because it was such a nice place before. We had a, garden and a big space outside our house for the kids to play. Here we have a concrete area in front of the house where the kids can play with a fence around, and we have some plants that we've brought from the garden. So like last week I was digging up some plants from the garden, trying to put them into some pots and save a few things. But unfortunately the concrete area is very hot. So it's quite difficult to grow plants here. So we have to find some way to change our method of gardening. But yeah, it's all right. It's okay. It's not so bad.
Okay. I'm interested in the history of English. Yeah. Do you have any idea where is English come from?
So, it seems to me that you've been doing some research recently, and maybe you know things that I don't know. But in my mind, my concept of where English comes from is that English is a massive mix of different languages. As a result of, firstly, colonization. And second, colonization and invasion. So there are two sides
Yes.
that have influenced English over the last 1,000 years or more. But if we talk about the last 1,000 years, even longer, if we talk about the last 2,000 years,
yes.
we can go back to the Roman Empire and say, before the rise of the Roman Empire, English was influenced by, English came from Celtic languages.
Celtic.
So
it is
before,
Scotland is Celtic. What is Celtic?
Scotland has more Celtic roots because Scotland resisted the Romans more than England did. England was taken over by the Romans. A lot of England was taken over by the Romans. So Latin has had a massive influence on English. So I think that's the first thing, is that Latin influenced English a lot. But then we had different invasions from different people. So we had the Scandinavians, from the north. We were invaded by the Vikings
from
Sweden,
Denmark, Norway, Denmark, Finland, etc.
That's right. Four northern European countries of Scandinavia. So those people came in longboats and arrived in England and killed a lot of people, raped a lot of women, and mixed with what were at the time more Celtic people who had roots. The original Old English was then changed and influenced by them. So we have a lot of words in the English language that are Scandinavian in origin. So we've got those two things. We've been invaded by the Romans, then Scandinavians, and then also French has had a massive influence on English.
Yes.
As far as I understand, 25% of English words are French in origin.
Really? Do you have some example? Just
Sure, I mean, like buffet.
Buffet.
Now in Cantonese you say buffet.
Okay.
Take buffet lah.
Okay.
So that is a Cantonese word that comes from English, and the English comes from French.
Buffets come from French. Okay.
Yeah, but there are loads of words. I recently, one of my students actually taught me about this recently.
Yes,
because he introduced a video to me, a YouTube video showing that I didn't realize it was so many.
So many. Okay.
I thought it was about 5%, but he showed me that actually it's more like 25%, a quarter of English words have French origin. And the reason for this, the thing is that these 25% of words are not words that we use every day. They're not the common words.
Okay.
They're words that were used by people who wanted to impress others. People were influenced by the Renaissance. You know the Renaissance?
No. Can you type this?
Sure. I haven't opened it. Can I just use the chat box?
Okay. Yes. Chat box. Yes.
Yeah. I haven't really got my computer sorted. I can't find my mouse.
Okay.
But anyway, the Renaissance. I don't know when the Renaissance was. Is it? Was it like the Middle Ages? 1200, 1400? I can't remember. I'll have to look it up. But there was a period in history when Europe went through a change. I'm just going to look it up when it was, Renaissance. We were influenced massively by European culture.
European culture, yes. Okay.
Period of history. 15th and 16th century.
Okay.
So like 1500, 1500s,
Okay.
something like that.
Okay.
So let's say 500 years ago, a lot of British people who wanted to seem very cultured and civilized used a lot of French words to show off. And they adopted a lot of French words to make themselves sound smart. So that means that a lot of our more, like the word Renaissance is a French word, and we don't have an English word for that. So we were in, when there were the times of Bach and Beethoven, Mozart, the big composers of music. So we thought that those people were amazing, and the upper class British people and the nobility. You know what nobility means?
No, can you type this?
Sure. Nobility is like this. The nobles
Okay. Wow.
are the lords, ladies, earls, dukes.
Okay.
All these people who are the top levels of society.
Okay.
The knights, all the people who were appointed by the kings and queens of England to be the controllers of different areas of land, different parts of the country, and were given land by the king or the queen at different times in history. Those people were given titles, either because of their service to the king or because something they did well, something that they wanted to, or maybe they liked them or they were a cousin or something like that. They wanted to give them some power so that they could become more rich, and then they built big houses. So those people were greatly influenced by European culture. And so they adopted a lot of French words to show off to each other.
Okay. I read some history said France was very strong. France was very strong, perhaps 1,000 years ago. So different parts of European country claimed that they speak French. They are highest 1,000 years ago, and from from around 1200 to 1500, around these three.
Can I just correct you? Because we don't say dates like that. We don't say the years like that. 1200 to 1500.
Yes, 1200 to 1500. France kingdoms was very strong. So you are correct. Yeah, the higher class of the European countries include the cave. It is called cave. You just told me several the kings who gives the nobles.
Nobles, yeah.
Nobles. The cave.
Cave. Sorry, I don't know which word you mean. Cave.
The cave means
No,
cave.
Dukes, earls, lords. Is that what you mean?
Lord. The lord.
Lords, right?
Yeah, the lord. Yeah, the lord. Okay.
Yeah, go on.
The lord. They speak French. They are highest. Yeah. Even in Spain, in Italy, or in any part of European country. Yeah. So French language influence was the most influential language. Influential language. Yeah.
And also, obviously, like you said, Italy. Not. I mean, I don't know which time Spain was very powerful, but there was a time in the last 1,000 years when the Spanish Armada, the Spanish were quite powerful, but also Italians because of Rome. I mean, if you go to Italy and you go to the big cities like Rome and Venice, I mean, you know, they are beautiful and the buildings are magnificent. You know, I mean, they're really something they showed off a lot with their money and their wealth. You know. So you're absolutely right that there were times in European history that Italy and Spain and France, and I mean, if you look at Paris, I mean, Paris is a beautiful city with great history, you know. You know that English people and French people are not really very good friends.
Are not really
Do you know
good
that?
friends. I know, but what are the reasons? On your opinion, what are the reasons?
Well, I mean, we've had quite a few wars. But also because, you know, because we're so close, you know, there's only the British Channel. We call it the British Channel. They probably call it the French Channel.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
if you look at I'm in my new place.
Okay, where is in the Lantau Island?
Yes, it's just the next village. It's not very far away from the old place.
Okay.
It's just 2 minutes on a bus.
Okay.
But it's just been a very tiring 2 weeks, basically. We started 2 weeks ago, moving things with a bit of help from people in their cars.
Okay.
And then we did the main move last Friday. And then we had 3 days staying in our old house with no furniture and nothing, basically.
Okay.
Nothing, no cookers and anything like that. We had 3 days of just all of us sleeping on one bed that we left there, and no sofa, nothing, just sort of sitting on the floor for a few days.
Okay.
Which was a bit difficult, but and then we moved in on Monday, because Monday was the 1st of July. And that was the day we planned to move. My wife checked with her family what is a good day to move, and they said that was the auspicious day. Do you know, like, Chinese people have it's just the same as what Chinese people have like a good day to move or a good day to do something. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, but Muslim also have this. Muslim, your wife is
Yes.
Muslim, really?
Yeah, I think probably most Asian countries have pay attention to different dates, you know?
Yes.
Not just about moving, just generally, for example, you know, maybe a good day to get married or something like that, right?
Yes.
Just like, I'm sure when you got married, you consulted somebody to check if that day is a good day. Is that right?
Yes, in Asia traditions, we have this custom. We have this custom.
Yeah.
We will check the calendars and to
That's
see. But for Muslims, I think Muslim is something like Christian, Roman Catholics, Christian.